That
What?
was not human. I know. Oh, looks like you got some entrails on you there, pal.
What the hell?
Situation's under control. Calm down, please. Give me your attention for a moment. I'll be glad to tell you what happened. This is called a neuralizer. It's a gift from some friends from out of town. This red eye here will isolate the electronic impulses in your brains, more specifically the ones for memory. Oh, that's good, fellas. Give me a splay burn around the perimeter with holes at 40, 60, and 80 meters from right here. Thank you. That's good. Thank you.
What in the hell is going on?
Excellent question. And the answer you're looking for lies right here.
Who are you? Really?
Really? I am just a figment of your imagination.
Damn, what a gullible breed.
I'm serious, fellas. You're lucky to be alive after a blast like that.
What blast?
The underground gas main, genius. You fellas need to exercise a lot more caution before discharging your firearms, I'll tell you that right now. Especially you. Have yourselves checked out with EMS on the other side of the hill before you leave.
Sorry.
Yeah, this is not very well known, but the original Men in Black are actually the Jesuits. It's the Jesuits who are referred to as Men in Black or MIB. Okay, so let me just show you a photo here. This is the front cover for a book called Men Rule But God Overrules by Karen Romero. And I'm trying to get this book, but I can't at the moment because it's quite expensive. But I would like to get a PDF copy of this book, but I haven't seen it yet. But here on the front cover of this book, we have the top Jesuits in Rome. And I think this is in the very center here. This is Peter Hans Kolvenbach, who they say is now late. And then this is, I can't remember, he's the one on the left here is the one that took over as the Jesuit general, and then has since been replaced by Arturo Sosa, who is the current Jesuit general. But sometimes, you know, the Jesuits don't, they're not rigid when it comes to following their own rules. There may actually be more than one Jesuit general at a time. So I don't necessarily believe everything they say. That this one here, whose name I forget. I forget his name. But they say that he stood down due to ill health. But I believe that there can be more than one Jesuit, more than one Black Pope, especially if they see that there's a need for them to really kind of fight hard against Protestantism. If Protestantism is starting to rear its in quotes ugly head again. So here, if we go to a PowerPoint that I've got here, let's look at the reason for the existence of the Jesuits. Okay, so this is from a book called The Great Controversy. Okay, page 565, 566. It says the Roman Church is far-reaching in her plans and modes of operation. She is employing every device to extend her influence and increase her power in preparation for a fierce and determined conflict to regain control of the world, to re-establish persecution, and to undo all that Protestantism has done. Now, I just took this paragraph and I broke it up and looked at the three main goals of the Jesuits, which I mentioned here. Okay, so the first one is to regain control of the world, to re-establish persecution, and persecution can be done in different ways. Normally, when we think of persecution, especially persecution against Christians, we think of torture instruments and Christians being burnt to the stake, but actually can be done in different ways. For instance, the scamdemic was a form of persecution. It's called medical inquisition. Okay. And of course, we have abortions, which normally happen in Protestant countries, such as, for instance, in America, we have so-called Planned Parenthood, which and it's Planned Parenthood normally builds their clinics in black neighborhoods. Okay, but that's a form of it's a form of inquisition, actually taken in the form of abortion clinics. So third one here we have, in terms of the aims of, I said papacy, but it's specifically the Jesuits as well, to undo all that Protestantism has done. That's the reason why the Jesuits were created, is to destroy Protestantism. Let's just read, I think this is the last slide we're going to read here. To give them, the Jesuits, greater power, a bull was issued re-establishing the Inquisition. Such were the means which Rome had invoked to quench the light of the Reformation, to withdraw from men the Bible. Remember, I've actually read this before, and I said they will not withdraw the Bible from men through force. What they'll do is they'll introduce such false teachings like human evolution and the Big Bang Theory, which was actually created by a Jesuit by the name of George Lemaitre, and to restore the ignorance and superstition of the Dark Ages. How will they take us back to the Dark Ages? Not everyone, but some in the world will be taken back to the Dark Ages in terms of their thinking, by believing such things as human evolution, or evolution in general, and the Big Bang, and all these other false theories like climate change. Okay, so in trying to return mankind to the Dark Ages, one of the things they'll do, of course, is destroy books, like we saw, like you will see in the following videos. Of course, at the very beginning, I showed you how the Men in Black, played by Will Smith, and I forget the name of this. This is, I think his first name is Lee. I can't remember his full name, but so this is Will Smith and his co-actor in the film Men in Black. How I showed you at the beginning in the video how they use this instrument to wipe the memory of those who are trying to ask too many questions. So that, I believe that's what's happening with the use of AI to copy. First of all, they're destroying books by cutting the spines off and then copying the pages. And of course, when AI copies books, it can also alter whatever has been copied. So here we have, let me just share with you this book here. Where is it? This video rather. So in this video, you see that the spines of the books are actually being cut off, and then what remains is obviously the inside, the center of the book, then copied. It says companies are destroying books to train AI models. So once you cut the spine of a book, basically it can't be put back together. What they're doing, they're cutting the spines off and then copying the rest of the book, and then after that the books are destroyed. In fact, this is actually what used to happen in the Dark Ages. They used to burn Bibles and any other books that were deemed to be a threat to the Catholic Church. So we have here, there was something called the Index of Forbidden Books, the Index Librorum Prohibitorum. I think that's Latin for Index of Prohibited Books. It says it was a list of publications deemed heretical or contrary to morality by the Roman Catholic Church, active from 1559 to 1966, established to prevent the spread of ideas considered dangerous to faith or morals. The index banned thousands of works ranging from theological treatises to scientific and literary texts. But of course, the main target of the Index of Forbidden Books was the Bible. It was not allowed to be translated into vernacular languages, and that's the reason why they actually murdered William Tyndale and others what's his name? John Wycliffe was put on trial. They attempted to put him on trial when he was still alive, but they failed. But the Council of Constance, they dug up his bones after he died, and basically, or they had the Council of Trent first and declared that he was a heretic, and then so they dug up his bones and burned them and threw them into the river. So that video that I showed you earlier actually just shows that the books are being destroyed. Says here to train AI models, but I think is to control information, because bear in mind that we are also in an information war where truth is obviously of the utmost importance. So in order to deceive people, you have to control the information, and once they copy these books through AI, they then alter some of what is said in those books. Okay. To probably maybe give the information a slant that is favorable to those who are, to the powers that shouldn't be. Let me show you another video which shows that this is actually unnecessary. The destruction of books is unnecessary because books can actually be copied in a way that does not result in their destruction. Yeah, so here we have a machine called the Treventus, which actually copies books without destroying them. And I've actually seen quite a few videos of this machine. It can actually copy even very large books. So it doesn't just copy small books. It can copy even very large books. So let me just read for you a few quotes about why we should never forget our history. Starting with this top one here. From someone called Edmund Burke, who said, "Those who don't know history are destined to repeat it." So when you forget your history, because your history has been destroyed, not just through AI, but even in the universities and colleges, they're teaching false history. This quote has actually been said in different ways by different people. So here we have someone called George Santayana, who said, "Those who do not learn history are doomed to repeat it." Okay, and then we have this last one here, this is the one I know. This is how I think the quote is supposed to be said, but of course, as you saw there, it can be said in different ways. There's actually another one from Winston Churchill as well, who said similar things, but this one says, "Those who forget history are doomed to repeat it." So why am I sharing all this? I'm sharing all this to say, just be aware that books are being destroyed, because obviously the best form of information is in physical books. Of course, I read ebooks as well, but ebooks are not the best ones to read. Sometimes I just get ebooks because they're free, but I prefer physical books. And now we see that physical books are being destroyed on a massive scale. And in fact, some of these AI companies that are destroying books have actually been taken to court by the authors of those books because they are copying these books without permission. But what I wanted to say is to get as many books as you can, especially in physical form, because books are being destroyed. And we don't want to forget our history because we'll end up repeating it. But yeah, that's what I wanted to share in this video. I hope it was informative to you, and thanks for watching.
Is it true that a long time ago, firemen used to put out fires and not burn books?
Oh, really, your uncle is right. You are light in the head. Put fires out. Who told you that?
Oh, I don't know, someone, but is it true? Did they?
Oh, what a strange idea.
Tell me, that number you all wear, what's it mean?
Oh, Fahrenheit 451.
Why 451 rather than 813 or 129?
Fahrenheit 451 is the temperature at which book paper catches fire and starts to burn.
There's nothing there. The books have nothing to say. All about people that never existed. The people that read them, it makes them unhappy with their own lives, makes them want to live in other ways they can never really be.
Just a moment.
All this philosophy, let's get rid of it. It's even worse than the novels. Thinkers, philosophers, all of them saying exactly the same thing, only I am right. The others are all idiots.
Hey!
Come on. See, it's no good, Montag. We've all got to be alike. The only way to be happy is for everyone to be made equal. So, we must burn the books, Montag. All the books.
Do you ever read the books you burn?
Why should I? First, I'm not interested. Second, I've better things to do. And third, it is forbidden. You're nothing but zombies, all of you. Just like those husbands of yours you don't even know anymore. You're not living, you're just killing time.